Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back everyone to Celeb Mayhem. In today's brand new video, we're going to be discussing Dr. Pimple Popper's most gross moments on the show. So make sure you guys go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel too, and lastly turn post notifications on so that way you guys never miss out on a future video that we post here on Celeb Mayhem. That's right, we make content just like this all the time and it'd be a shame if you guys missed out on any of it. Alright guys, without any further delay, let's go ahead and get into some of these super gross moments, which by the way are not in any particular order. At number 1, we have the 30-year-old Blackhead. One of Dr. Pimple Popper's worst case to date is this 30-year-old Blackhead. Once Dr. Lee used tweezers, she was able to pull out a sizable chunk of Blackhead, which she described as looking like a raisin or a cigarette butt. But towards the end of the procedure, Dr. Lee said she wished she'd left it alone because she was worried it would come back. This is one of Dr. Lee's worst cases because the blackhead didn't come out in the one pop, and it's one of the grossest videos to ever watch. At number 2, we have an episode named Jungle Full of Diamonds. This case started when Dr. Lee found an interesting pop on a patient's chest during a body exam. Dr. Lee went in with a scalpel to remove the cyst, and once she opened it up, she was able to squeeze most of it out in one satisfying and gross shot. She then went back in with tweezers to dig out the rest of the cyst, and was able to squeeze out every last drop, and sew the patient up to heal. That's one of the grossest things her fans have ever seen yet. At number 3, we have the invisible blackhead. To the average viewer, it's almost invisible, but Dr. Lee was able to detect and extract it. Dr. Lee described the mass as a little river rock and told her patient she thinks the mass was a calcified cyst, but she wasn't positive. After removing the mass, the patient was ready to get stitched up and sent on her way, but the interesting pimple made it one of Dr. Pimple Popper's best cases yet, but also one of the grossest. At number 4, we have an Abscess Waterfall. She was wearing full splash gear, which was certainly needed. She then made a few small incisions and the cyst immediately started gushing. The Abscess Waterfall certainly lived up to its name, as Dr. Lee had to hold a pan underneath the cyst to catch most of the contents. Dr. Lee drained the cyst for over 10 minutes and it flowed like a waterfall the entire time. That is insane and just gross to say the least. At number 5, we have the biggest cyst she's ever seen. Dr. Pimple Popper called this case the biggest cyst she'd ever seen, and was quite shocked it had grown so large. As soon as Dr. Lee opened up the cyst, it almost immediately began oozing, and as descriptive as she is, Dr. Lee said the contents looked like oatmeal. Additionally, you could see the relief on the patient's face when Dr. Lee started draining the cyst. He said it was extremely painful and he could immediately feel the pressure decrease when Dr. Lee opened it up. At number 6, we have the 2 dilated pores of Weiner. These particular pores of Weiner were large and buried deep in the patient's skin, making for one of Dr. Lee's more difficult extractions. Unfortunately, Dr. Lee didn't get the entire blackhead in one piece, which makes it one of her worst cases to watch. After the extraction, both the dilated pores left large holes in the patient's skin, but Dr. Lee left both of them open and felt confident they would heal on their own. But still, it's super painful to watch and really gross to say the least. At number 7, we have the lipoma the size of a grapefruit. This lipoma is one of Dr. Pimple Popper's most intense cases yet. A patient came in for a lipoma the size of a grapefruit, a large grapefruit at that, on the back of his neck. In a gross but fascinating video, Dr. Lee used some serious slicing skills to open the skin and used her hands to dig around inside the wound. She was worried her hands would be too small to remove the lipoma by hand, but eventually she was able to do so. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We really appreciate it, and don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn post notifications on so that way you guys never miss out on a future video. Anyways guys, it's been Celeb Mayhem, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.